What is up, Jokesters? This is Big Homie Jokesta back at it with a brand new video. Today's video, we're playing with Tectonic. Now, Tectonic is on a team called Tribe, and they're the World Championship Finals. They're the best team for the NA scene. All right, so the NA North America Regional Finals, they're the #1 team right now. They're the winners, and they're going to the LAN event to play against other countries. So I had a chance to talk to Tectonic, who's on that team, and he had the highest KDR. Like, he's the highest KDR player. He has the most kills. You know, he performed really well. And during this tournament, we've noticed that he's been using the GKS. Like, he's popping off. So I called him up. I was like, "Yo, you want to do an interview?" He's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we got him in the call. We talked to him, and I asked him for his GKS attachments, and we tried it out in the rank game. So this is my video and how we performed and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Slap a like, comment down below, and also check out his stuff in the description down below. He has a Twitter account. There's some other social media stuff that he has, so you guys go check him out. Give him your support, your love, and yeah, let's get right into the video, man.
It was something. It was interesting. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but my God, was it fun to watch. And we're going to start off with Tectonic. Already 2 kills, make it 3. He's been a phenom. His KD compared to everybody else is a joke.
I mean, they're just not even in the same league. This guy has been just playing a different game. He doesn't even seem to be fazed by the people around him. His shots, like, I want to know what his accuracy percentage has been in this tournament, because it just doesn't seem like he misses shots. He's got 6 kills, 30 seconds into the first hard point. He's going to catch him from behind, gets another one right there. 35 seconds on the hill for Tribe off the start.
Tectonic is a beast, bro.
8 kills in, and a 1-man wrecking crew up against XN, who's now
what a beast, bro. Tectonic just
kills.
deserves watching the stream, and I was streaming it, and we saw you pop off with the GKS. You want to tell us something about that?
If you want me to be 100% honest, like, I used that just before the championship, like that day.
That day, like on the spot.
That day, on the spot.
So you were just messing with everybody, right?
Yeah. So for the most part, I realized that the HG40 did get like a silent nerf. And so remotely, I just compared the stats, and I was like, the stats are pretty similar. Yeah. You know, I was like, might as well give it a try.
So you decided, to go for it. That's sick. All right. You want to share with us the GKS attachments, and you want to get in the game together and just, like, pop off, I guess?
For sure.
All right.
You want me to send you a screenshot, or?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
All right. Yeah, where's my Sony, bro?
So you only play on the phone now, right?
Yeah.
So no more iPad.
No more iPad. I've been on phone for, let's say, 3 months now.
Nice.
2 months on iPhone, or like 2.5 months on iPhone. I've been on Xperia for almost 2 weeks.
Wow, dang. Yeah, I remember when I was playing the season 2, I decided to go full on iPhone, and for a whole entire for season 2, I was playing on phone, and I was playing rank matches, and I got matched up against Ferg, and it was my first day of playing on a phone, and it was bad experience.
Yeah, that's how it was with us, especially trying to get used to that small screen. It's brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal, man.
But you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Instead of the other grips.
So I use granulated just for that little bit of accuracy and control boost. I feel like I've always been like an AR player, so my kind of take on competitiveness was always like a slow, hold angles. But, using the suppressor and like the stock, it gives us ADS boost plus the laser. Yeah. So it kind of like balances everything out,
So it's because, you have that experience with the assault weapons. So you're like, oh, you know what? I got to have this
it's like
more
comfortable to me.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so guys, this is his loadout. This is what he's rocking right now. So we're gonna go into a rank match and try to use this thing and see how it goes. This is about you, man. You popped off in this tournament, man. It's crazy. You were popping off. Like, we were all watching you on stream. I was just streaming it. My reaction was like, bro, this man is popping off with the GKS. There's some secret to it. And a lot of people were like, no, he's just messing with us. He's just trolling. he's just, he's messing with us. He could have used a chick-com or something. I'm like, nah, man, this guy knows what he's doing.
I would say nothing about this is really trolling you, because I'm with something as risky as the NA qualifiers for first ever world championship.
Yeah, you don't want him.
I wouldn't risk something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I didn't trust it, I wouldn't use it.
Yeah. Bro, this accuracy is crazy.
Right?
Yeah, like it's on the dot. Like the range is also really good. So, did you discover this on your own? Like, were you looking at the meta, or like what happened? Like, what was the like, where did you learn about this? Just when you opened the game?
So the way that I learned about the GKS basically was, I was using the HG40 recently because Tribe had me playing as more of an aggressive player, hopping points and hopping flags where I needed to be. And HG40 got the silent nerf. Medium range got super
Super bad.
Yeah, it got terrible. And I kind of got to the point where I was like, I'm not going to win that many gunfights up close anymore. So even if I do get in someone's face, I'm going to be expected to lose.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of where I started looking at stats of guns. And I was looking at the HG40, and it was just so balanced with not the HG40, the GKS, and it just had so much similarities to the HG40.
Yeah.
And so I just took.
It does feel like class. It feels like the GKS has a faster fire rate, just a tiny bit, doesn't it?
I think I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But I know it's super similar.
Yeah.
If you want to pull up the stats side by side and show.
Have you tried the QQ9? What's your thoughts on that? Like, QQ9 was a really good gun. I really liked it, but it feels like they nerfed it, and the HG was like super superior. Now the QQ9 is kind of making a comeback. I see Bulu using it, just
Bolo.
A tiny bit. Bolo, yeah, he used it for a bit, and then he like dropped it for a second. I don't know, like, is it a reliable weapon in your opinion, or what's up with that gun?
I feel like the QQ9 is a reliable weapon, but to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because I remember Bolo, he was using the HG40 for a very long time, and that's kind of where he switched off and decided, he wanted something where he could play aggressive, because Bolo's a super up close and personal player, and like the HG40 gave him a little bit more leverage because of the range. And I kind of think whenever that was stripped from him, there's nothing wrong with it, but it like limits his true potential.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because we were watching Bulu for a bit. There was something off with him. Like, I know he's like really good, and he wasn't really showing his true potential. And then like we see Nero, right? He was popping off with a Type 25. That was interesting too. I was just wondering, like, is everybody on Tribe has their own, like, they have their own setup, like you have the GKS, and I can see why. Like, GKS is it's super accurate. You just have to have really good aim, and you just got to play patient,
Yeah.
And I don't know, Nero had a like Type 25. Is he aggressive? Is he an assault weapon guy, or like an AR player?
Nero's kind of been a sub player, so his type is built for mobility, because he's the guy that's on point. He has this thing that we call the Nero slide, and it's like you go challenge whenever he has no health left.
Yeah.
And that type he's used since he was back in D2R, whenever D2R was a thing.
Yeah.
And he loved it, so he wanted to like kind of bring that back, because that's the gun that he had like the most confident in.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember playing against D2R. I remember playing against him. He was popping off with a type. It's like the sliding part for Type 25 is so nice, especially the low mobility. And you know what else? I feel like the QQ9 also has really low or high mobility. Is it high or low?
It's high mobility. Yeah. It could almost reach it might reach the hundreds actually, if you build it to like a mobility.
Yeah, it feels like the QQ9 and Type 25 have the highest mobility. Also, what about like shotguns? Shotguns, I haven't seen a lot of people use shotguns this tournament. I've only seen just assault weapons mostly, and sniper rifles. It was nice to see that you were popping off with a submachine gun, because nobody was kind of popping off with it.
Yeah, I was surprised no one didn't use it.
Yeah, how do you feel about being the highest KD player in the tournament?
You know, it felt amazing.
It was cool, right?
Yeah,
We were,
because I led by like 0.5. That's
dude,
not
you
easy at
had the
all.
highest KD. Like it was crazy. You had like more than you had 1.8?
1.78, and then at one point I had 1.81.
Dude, it was wild. It was literally wild. I was like, man, this guy's popping off. Um, so yeah, man, mad respects, mad props to you on that. You were playing really passive. You were playing also pretty aggressive when it came to like smaller range maps like standoff right now. I remember seeing you play on Summit. You also popped off by like pushing aggressively. And also, let's not forget about that famous 1v4, man. What was your thoughts going on in that 1v4 and standoff, man? When you got that double
Well,
kill, bro.
yeah, that was crazy. I know that
Yeah.
Tribe is not like the best S&D team. I know S&D is kind of like our weak point because the way that it's always been with Tribe is like you take a map in S&D, or you take a respawn, then you win the S&Ds, and that's how you won in best of 5 series against us for the most part. And it was a lot of pressure because we were going into the second series. We have a bunch of momentum, but at the same time, we have a little bit more leverage because they're kind of at their ends meet where they're at the point of wanting to give up, and they know that S&D is probably going to change the whole thing around. And so I was kind of like questioning what should I really do, and I got the 2-piece in Delhi, and honestly I just tried to haul out of there as fast as possible because I didn't know where the other two were.
Yeah.
And apparently they were blue. So I actually talked to Murato on his stream, and he was telling me what was going in through their head during that moment. And he was like, what happened was they were trying to get desperately to get a gun up in Delhi because, it was a slaughter fest in Delhi.
Yeah.
And I feel like the timing just worked in my favor.
Yeah.
And I don't think the whole them jumping out of the window at the same time was a very smart deal. But whenever it went 5-5 and I won the 1v4, like I just screamed, it's not over yet.
Yeah, that was we were like, I was watching the chat and the chat was going off. Like everyone was just like unbelievable. Like everybody was just spamming like crazy. And I was like, man, that was because we were watching, we were like, okay, it's a 1v4. Everyone was like, all right, he's gonna probably like go and die right away. Like usually you see like we were watching like some other teams, they would just, if it's a 1v3, he would just go out and die. There's no point for him to go because he doesn't believe that he's gonna clutch it. But you took off 2 guys somewhere, I think it was in
Delhi.
Delhi, and then you just ran off, took your time, healed up, you went behind that broken wall to whatever, you went around, and then you popped those 2 guys, and I was just like, man, this guy is crazy. It was just unbelievable. Yeah, and I was also talking to Lil B about like the first day. Like a lot of you guys got really. He was telling me that you guys were really like sad about the first day when you guys got eliminated. Like he said that you guys felt really like really upset, and I felt that. I'm like, I would feel upset too. Like if I lost, I would do whatever it takes to fix all my mistakes. What was your like thought process on this whole entire thing? Did you guys actually like go through your mistakes like that night, or like what went behind the scenes in this tournament that you guys were playing?
I think the biggest thing for us was like, we have to win our S&Ds more. That was kind of like our weakest point. So we didn't really practice after champs. What we did is we went into VODs and we were like, okay, so our 5-man pushes that usually do work, it doesn't work. We're just stacking the site. We're not calling out what we're really going to go watch after we get on point to try and retake, and it was just not good.
Yeah.
So we sat down for a little bit, and for about an hour, a good hour and a half, we kind of went over things, and we were like, how can we make this better so that we win S&Ds to close out the series as fast as possible?
Yeah.
So that's how confident we were in our respawns. We were like, our respawns don't really need work. The whole crash thing against the first series versus exit. We just didn't have it in our favors for crash.
Yeah.
I disconnected from the voice call, and then right after that, we had Leon disconnect from the game, and we were just like, this ain't good.
Yeah. I mean, you guys like I feel like you guys are like definitely the best respawn team. Like you guys know your stuff. You guys know the spawns. When it came to search and destroy, what I've noticed for the first day is that you guys were getting really unlucky. Like timing, everything was just unlucky. You know, you guys got sniped through the walls multiple times, and I was like, okay, you know, they must be really tilted right now. You know, I was watching, I was like, man, you guys are probably really tilted. Did you guys hold down your tilt, or did you guys like, how did you guys control your anger when it came to those? Like, were you guys angry? Were you guys tilted at one point or anything like that?
No, not really, actually. You know, the way that we see it is if you go into full tilt mode, I mean, it's not going to benefit you at all.
Yeah.
All it's going to do is cause more issues, and we understood that for, you know, as long as we've been around. And, you know, you gotta stay positive. If you go down, you know, next map. If you lose, next map. And,
Yeah.
you know, we were graced to have a losers bracket to go into and compete in because, you know, sometimes it's just single elimination. But with this double elimination, it kind of worked in our favor.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm so glad you guys, you know, popped off. You guys did a really good job, and you guys honestly deserved this dub. You guys work really hard, especially Zim. You know, Zim is the coach for Tribe, and he puts a lot of time. I know that guy. He probably spent many hours, and it would break his heart, you know, if things didn't go out the right way. So I'm glad you guys popped off. You guys did really good, especially you. You carried your team on your back. Honestly, I was so impressed. I was just like, man, this guy is popping off. Yeah, it was incredible. And yeah, what else? There were some other things as well. I'm trying to think of some other maps. There was like search and destroy. You guys definitely improved a lot on the second day. Like, you can tell right away that you guys already figured everything out. So it's really impressive. You know, you guys are really quick learners, that's for sure. Man, these guys camping. Like, I can't find a single player.
We're kind of spawn trapping.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, it was great watching you. How do you feel going in championship? What's your plan so far?
Kind of sticking to the whole motto of, you know, it's not over yet.
Not
which
over
is
yet.
something that we've been like, the job's not done. It's not over yet. And that's something that we've been telling ourselves for like the last 2 days. You know, job's not finished. Because, you know, we might have won NA regionals, but at the same time, we still have worlds to contend at now. And COD has always been so, like, NA heavy.
Yeah.
And
a lot relies on you.
Like, exactly. So, like, we're the only NA team, and it's like, can we, you know, protect the COD NA district? Don't get me wrong. You had, what was it? What was that one team? The Asian team.
Was it NR? Oh, no, it was
NRX's Garena.
there was another team.
Rejects.
Yeah, Japanese nationals is rejects.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so those guys went undefeated throughout the whole.
They're really, like, they never lost a map.
Like 18-0 or 21-0.
No way.
They didn't lose a single map, and they won the grand finals undefeated, and it was freaking bizarre, you know.
Are they? Is there like VODs for that? Like, are we able to watch how they perform?
Yes, there's the Japanese codm YouTube channel.
Are they like, do they use like machine guns and everything? I think I saw something like that.
Oh yeah,
like
they use
LMGs.
I think they were heavily on ASM-10.
Oh really? Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and H240s. And then that was kind of in the whole time whenever DRH was a meta, so I was like, oh, I guess they don't know about DRH.
Well, anyways, it was nice talking to you. Thank you for giving us this awesome attachments. What's your where do you want people to find you? Let me know, like, where you want people to follow you on Twitter, YouTube, Trovo. Just give me the links. I would definitely put your stuff in the content, like in the description. Yeah, if you guys want to check out Tectonic's stuff, make sure you guys click on the links down below and check them out. Thank you for coming on to talk with me and everything. Thank you for giving us this awesome attachments. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, guys. Take care.